Hi everybody, this is Justin Doman with Elite Audio Video and Smart Homes of Texas. We are out in Southlake, Texas today, where we're going to walk through a home that we recently pre-wired. We're going to talk about the different types of wiring that we installed, as well as the system that is going to go into it. On the exterior of the home, we wired for 8 cameras. All of our cameras are wired with Cat 5, and the cameras that are going to be going up there are either going to be a Luma 4 megapixel 1080p or a Lux 4 megapixel 1080p. Right here we have our doorbell wiring. We just have a basic Ring Pro going in here. We have our front driveway camera being installed right there. Have a side camera. Have another side camera, just kind of watching all of the windows. Up here we have our back patio camera. It's going to watch our back doors, as well as another camera watching our other 2 back patio doors. Over here on this side of the house, we have another camera. It's going to be watching the gate on this side of the yard. We have our demarc location. This is AT&T, Fios, any other of the cable companies will come in and install their hardware to bring inside the house. Alright, coming into the house, we have wiring for a security panel. We have our front entry speaker. It's going to be our foyer speaker. We have our office study. In our office and study, we're going to have a small TV. All of our TVs are wired with 2 Cat 5s and a coax. This is a video distribution system, so everything runs back to the main audio video rack and will be controlled via a audio matrix switcher and a video matrix switcher. Running a coax cable with it in the future allows for a set-top box from DirecTV, AT&T, Fios, etc. to be placed behind the TV if they ever choose to go that route. Up in the ceiling, we have our installed trim rings with wire up in the ceiling. What this does is allows us to perfectly place the speakers inside the ceiling grid to give a much cleaner look when the house is finished out. Coming into the living room, we have a 5.1 Dolby Digital surround sound in the ceiling. That way we have a nice surround sound in a big open room without the look of big tower speakers. Over the fireplace, we're going to have a 75-inch TV. It's either going to be a Sony or a Samsung. Down here we have our wiring for a subwoofer as well as a Cat 5 cable for future expansion use of any internet devices that we may need to put back into this room. Coming into the kitchen, we have more speakers that are placed in line with our ceiling grid. All the speakers in here will be ran off of a audio distribution system, which is going to allow every room to have independent zones as well as volume, so that the kitchen can be listening to one Pandora radio station, the office can be listening to a different station, living room can be listening to Spotify. We're going to have many sources in here, and they're all going to have their own independent volume and control. Coming in here, this is our butler's pantry. We do have TV wiring in here because we're going to have a sitting area right here at this location. Right up above, we have our single point stereo speaker to hear the TV while we're eating. Coming into a small mudroom, we have a desk that's going right here. We have our Cat 5 wiring for a direct plug-in. We have wiring for another security keypad. Coming into the master bedroom, we have wiring for a wireless access point that's placed in the ceiling. That's going to cover this side of the house, the living room, the master bedroom, the bathroom, pretty much all the areas that are back here for top Wi-Fi speeds. Coming into the master bedroom, we have wiring for a television down here. And then up above the bed, in line with our can lights, is our wiring for our speakers. Coming into the master bathroom, once again we have wiring for our televisions, 2 Cat 5s, and an RG6 coax cable. The ceiling got pretty busy pretty quickly, so we decided to wire for a single point stereo speaker. Basically, this is 2 speakers built into one that will give you the sound of 2 speakers. Coming into our exercise room, we have 2 speakers once again. TV wiring, all going back to our home run area. We have a safe room. Inside the safe room we have wiring for a wireless access point as well as a phone. In case there ever is an emergency, there's going to be the ability to dial out or get on the internet and see cameras, etc. Coming into the master closet, we have another single point stereo speaker. And then up in here we have our glass break sensors. You're going to see those periodically throughout the house. Basically, if somebody smashes that window, that picks it up, sets off the alarm. Back into the master bedroom, we have another glass break sensor over here. You're going to notice it goes in pretty much every room of the house. Coming over to this side of the house, in the butler pantry, we have our TV, and we also have another wireless access point that's placed in the ceiling. We have our game room. Inside the game room, we have our wiring for a 55, 60-inch TV. As well as our speakers in the ceiling for whole house audio, as well as better sound for our TV. Coming into our media room, we are wired for a 7.1.2 Dolby Atmos surround sound. We have our wiring for our rear speakers, surround backs, regular surrounds, our overhead surrounds, and then our left subwoofer, our center, and our front right. I dual wired this room for a projector and a television. We have our orange conduit to run whatever cables we need to the projector after the fact, as well as dual Cat 5s to the front wall for a TV if we choose to do so. Right over here is where our rack is going to live. As you can see, we take great pride in our work. All of our wires are very cleanly ran. Every type of wire has its own location as far as a junction box to come out of. We have cameras, we have TVs, we have our coaxes, we have whole house audio, we have surround sound 1, we have surround sound 2, we have a back garage, our demarc. So it's very easy after the fact to know where the wires are coming from if we ever need to trace something or get in-depth detail. This entire house is going to be ran by Control 4 EA5 processor. We're going to have a couple of the 10-inch touchpads around the house, a few of the SR260 remote controls, as well as full phone control. Upstairs, we have our kids' game room. Here's going to live a 75-inch TV. We're going to do whole house video distribution as well as audio distribution. One thing in this room that is a little different is one wire is going to be used for our video and the other wire is going to be used for audio send back to our amplifier. For our video game systems, they obviously have to live up here with the TV, so in order to get audio over our nice speakers, we have to send audio back to the main amplifier. In our upstairs bedrooms, we have just a basic RG6 and 2 Cat 5s in every location. We decided to move our security panel out of the rack. Originally the rack was going to hold it, but unfortunately it grew to be too big, an audio video system, so we had to relocate everything. We're going to do a small box up here, hold all of our security wiring. That way everything is out of sight, out of mind when it comes to our safety. Coming out to our patio, big sliding doors. As you can see, we have our security wiring. We need to move it into place. That way our contact sensors sit a little bit cleaner. That way whenever the doors open and close, we get our beep inside. Coming outside in the patio, we're going to have another 75-inch TV. We haven't decided if we're going to do a Sunbright 4K model or just do a basic Sony. We have our 2 in-ceiling speakers up in our grid, placed in line with our cam lights. Coming over to our second patio, we have another 2 speakers for stereo sound. We're going to have a pull system. I forgot to show you all the speaker stuff that we'll walk back over there. We're still waiting on the pull plans to place our conduit underground so we can run our 16-4 speaker cable out into the yard. That way we have some nice either landscape speakers or rock speakers. grill. We got another single point stereo speaker. We decided to move the speaker and just simply haven't moved the wire yet, or we can just reach up there and grab it whenever it comes time to outfit the system. Coming out here to a large garage. This is going to be left completely open. We're going to have 6 pairs of speakers located inside of here. I haven't quite chosen the locations yet, but I do know they're going to be a suspended hanging style of speaker. The main area is going to have 4, and then over there in the other area we're going to have 2 hanging over there as well. Wired out here, I put in 3 pairs of 16/4 speaker cabling, as well as a Cat 5 for a wireless access point. Then I also have wiring for keypad, door contact sensor, glass break sensor, and then an additional wire in case you want to do anything wirelessly out here for security. Those wires will be put into place once our big sliding doors go in. Over here, we've got wiring for another keypad, as well as an additional 22/4 wire for a wireless box if we need it. We've got our door contact wiring up above. Not sure if we can see this or not, but we have 2 Cat 5s and 2 RG6s that run along the beam. Try to do this as clean as possible because obviously it's not going to be closed. All the way down here for a 85-inch television. Trying to get my way and do a 133-inch ambient light rejecting screen from Screen Innovations out here, and a hanging projector. I don't think I'm going to get that, but we're going to wait and see for the after video and see what ends up being trimmed out. Overall, this is going to be a very nice system. Like I said before, it's going to be a Control4 EA5 processor. Our amps are going to be the episode 12 channels amplifiers. I believe we're going to have 3 of those in there. We're going to have 2 Marantz surround sound receivers, some KEF reference series front speakers for the fronts, and then just some basic Unicues to trim out the rest of the surround sound. The living room, as well as all the house audio speakers, are going to be episode 1500 series signature. Our networking is all going to be Ubiquitly, the AP Pros. We have a total of 4 of them in this house. Our video distribution is all going to be Just Add Power. They're 4K products that just came out in the new series. It's all going to be really, really nice. Overall, when this house is done, it's all going to work flawlessly. We got a lot of high-end gear going in here that is proven in all of my systems to work very well together. And overall, it's just going to be a great experience. Easy to use. All of our video sources will be available in any room. All of our music sources will be available in any room. All of our touch panels, as well as our TVs, are going to be able to see our security cameras. We're going to have multiple rooms of thermostat with nests in here so we can control all of our HVAC. And then I think we're going to have about 10 to 15 lighting zones in here. The theater, the kitchen, the entry chandelier, front patio, back patio, to really be able to have some lighting control for not only security but also just making all the house look nice. If you have any questions, you want to have your house designed, these are all custom. What I do is take the plans from your builder or yourself, kind of talk about the system, meet with you, figure out what you're wanting to do, and then from there on your plans I will actually go through and make a drop point list for all of our wiring runs, exactly where they're going to be, so we can then estimate it out, bid out the actual after system, make sure it's all something that everybody wants to do, and then from there we go in and make it all happen. Check back at a later date for the after video. My phone number is 469-644-1675, or you can reach me through my website, eliteavi.com. Send me an email, send me a text. Have a great day. Thank you.